Back to the earthquake now that's been felt the length of the country. The magnitude 6.2 quake struck just before 3:15 this afternoon. It was centred south of Taumaranui at a depth of 207 kilometres and was felt for about 30 seconds as far north as Auckland and right down to Bluff, but there have been no reports of damage or injuries yet.
We're surrounded by forests, so I kept an eye out on some fairly tall kilometres trees, just to see if they were moving, but there was no movement in the forest outside, and things like lampshades and bits and pieces were just wiggling. It really wasn't. There wasn't a large shock. It was enough to make our dog bark. I said to my wife at the time, I wonder where this is centred, because we don't feel. It didn't feel like we were very close to the centre of the earthquake, because there was no severe jolt.
So I was sitting down and I thought, oh, that was a big truck, and then I was like, no truck just went past, and then I saw our store stock was shaking around, and I asked everyone else if they felt it, and they thought I was nuts, but then they realised it was an earthquake.
It wasn't a particularly strong quake, but it was a long and protracted slow rolling quake. I'm on a second story of my house, and it was definitely swaying from side to side. I hopped under the desk and then realised that wasn't probably the most prudent place to be, because it's not a very strong desk. So hopped in the doorframe and waited it out.
We had a rock first and then another one, so they were just a few seconds long, but quite strong. We're kind of slow, so the first time we realised it was rocking, and the second time, it was over so quickly. But we've got pretty sturdy tables here, so we were ready to go under, but we didn't need to.